Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 6 of my Astro Bot playthrough. So we're going to head into Funky Fungi again. You saw this in a previous episode, and I will say there are a few jump cuts here because what I should have done was pay the 200 for the bird that helps you out here, because for some reason I have been really struggling in this level. So I should have paid £200 for the bird, or 200 whatever the money is, but I didn't. There he is, look, I should have done that, but I didn't. So instead, I needed to find one puzzle piece and 3 more bots. And I went round and round and round this level. So I've only kept in what's sort of necessary. And spoiler alert, we will be visiting this location again. So a bit of a non-start, I'm afraid, for the beginning of part 6, but you'll see what I mean as we go on. So again, we're looking for one puzzle piece and 3 more bots in this location, and then this location is finished. So apologies if you can hear any background noise, that is my bunny rabbit. I say that pretty much every video. So we're going to go up here this time, which we didn't do before, and we need one of the bomb things. So let's go ahead and get that. We went straight in there last time we were here. And here we are, we have found the last puzzle piece that we needed. And now is a significant jump cut because I just spent a lot of time wandering around the area. But here is somewhere I hadn't gone to before. And here we have a bot. And I believe that this is Bloodborne. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Yarnum Tourist, destined for greatness. And again, this is where I leave the planet, so we still have 2 bots to find here. I was wandering around for literally about 10-15 minutes of this recording, and I didn't want it to run that long, so that is why that bit is a little bit choppy. So we do unfortunately have to come back here again. And like I said, I should have just got the bird from the start, but with that we are going to head out. So once again you will see that location again. So let's head into the tentacle system. And as you can see, we have a fair bit to do here. But we're going to go ahead and try Pumpkin Peril. And I absolutely cannot stand these levels. I can't do them. As I've said before, I am not a platformer. Oh my god, I'm terrible at these, honestly. So as always, I'm going to show you my first attempt, or first couple of attempts, before deaths. And then I'm going to skip to the final run. So that was my first attempt. And again, I could leave these parts in, but the episode would just be far too long. So this is my second attempt. And I wasn't paying attention and died. So we are going to jump cut to my final attempt, which is this one. And for transparency, this took me probably about 10 minutes to complete, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. And again, I could have kept them in, but for the purposes of time, I didn't want you to have to sit around and watch me die over and over again, because that's just not enjoyable, is it? Well, some of you might find it enjoyable, but I don't think it's enjoyable. So I hope you don't mind me skipping out a lot of the deaths on these levels, because there'd just be far too many. So this is where I nearly failed, look, I'm nearly going. I managed to recover. And as I say, I just absolutely hate these levels. I'm sure they're enjoyable for some people, but not for me. So with that, we have reached the end of the level. Again, that took me about 10 minutes. And this is Motorcycle Enthusiast, Survival Runs in the Family. Again, I thought that was a Resident Evil reference, but I'm not too sure. So with that, let's head back out. We have 80 out of 304 bots now. And there's lots of different places we can go. We can finish the Goko Archipelago, but with that we are going to head back out. And we've done everything, I believe, in Gorilla Nebula. Nope, we still have the secret worlds to find. So let's go to Aztec Trail and find the secret world. So again, you have seen this level before. So what I decided to do was pay the 200 coins for the bird so he could show me where the secret level was. Because of course I don't want these episodes to run too long for you guys either. But more props to you if you managed to find them on your own. I didn't. So again, I'm going to go through this level fairly quickly because of course you've seen it before. So we don't want to spend too much time on it. There is a big car noise in the background, so I do apologise for that. It sounds like a truck or a van outside. And I also wanted to say that if there's any sniffs in this, then I'm very sorry. I am recovering from a cold right now, so... That is a very large van, I do apologise. But yes, I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice is not at its best. And you'll probably hear that over the next few recordings as well. So hopefully it's not too distracting. The cold voice, not the van, hopefully. So once again, I have mentioned this in previous episodes, I think I need to turn the vibration sensitivity up on my controller for that, because I'm not really feeling that on the controller. It's supposed to vibrate. And again, we are going through this level quite fast because we have been here before. The only thing we have to find here is the secret world. So for some reason I decide to jump back over here, I'm not sure why. If you'll remember in a previous episode, this is where we found Crash Bandicoot. I'm not sure why I jumped back, but never mind. At least we're getting the coins that we spent on the bird. So again, I decide to go up here. I'm not entirely sure why, because as we know from before, there's not really anything up here. Just a way to get some coins. But we decide to grab them anyway. Again, recouping some of our losses, I suppose. And with that, you can see the bird is indicating there's something here. I don't know if the bird has a name or if it's just the bird. So what you have to do here is you have to punch out the lights. And I spent ages trying to figure this out. It shouldn't be this hard. So what you have to do is open up the area where the bug comes out, so you can jump on him and punch out the lights. So I do eventually figure it out. I'm sorry for some of the messing about. But you do eventually figure it out, or I do eventually figure it out. I have to punch out these lights. Again, sometimes it takes me a while to think of these things, so I'm sorry that you have to watch my fumbles through it. But with that, we have found the secret world, so let's go ahead and go to it, shall we? Because that's this level complete. So, heading to the Lost Galaxy. And we have Fan Club. So, are we going to go ahead and do that? Yes, it looks like we are. So let's dive into Fan Club. These levels are, of course, a little bit shorter than the other levels, but that doesn't mean they're easier. Not for me, anyway. So we're just having a look at the scenery here, as always. So hopefully we can do this in one go. Just have to wait and see. But this is me just figuring out the mechanics of how you do things. And I think this is our first time seeing this enemy. I think, but it won't be the last. Sorry, someone is talking terribly loud out there. So it wants us to go that way, so I decided to go this way and grab our first bot of the level. If there's one thing to note in these games, if it wants you to go one way, go the other way, because there's almost guaranteed to be a secret there. At least that's how I've been doing it. And with that, we do have our second bot here. Oh, no, we don't. Sorry about that. I thought that was our second bot. It's not. Now, there's lots of different ways to go here, and I can't remember if I made the right choice. So you can go that way or that way, and I end up going this way. And it turns out I did indeed make the right choice. So who is this? This is Mudokan Liberator. Don't pull his finger. So I'm not sure who that was. I thought it looked like one of the Spyro characters and one of the monks in Spyro, but I don't think it is. So you'll have to let me know who that bot was. Like I say, I don't know all of the references, I'm afraid. And for this enemy, you can just punch him, so I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I was trying so hard. Sometimes I rely too much on the double jump mechanic. But with that, we have our first puzzle piece as well. And our third bot of the level. So 2 more bots to find and 1 more puzzle piece, I believe. So I had a lovely comment on here the other day asking about the control scheme for this game, and it's very, very good. I really, really enjoy it. Like I say, a lot of the problems you're seeing are me. They are not the game, which I'm sure you can imagine. The problems are me, not the game. I'm loving doing this playthrough, don't get me wrong. I'm loving playing the game. You're not experiencing it properly. Here we are, another one of those. And this is Mudokan Minion, always laughs at the same joke. You'll have to let me know where they're from. You're not experiencing this game properly if you're not playing it yourself, because the controller... Oh, I've died there. The controller itself adds a great deal to this game. The sounds from the controller, the lights... just amazing, like I say, and the control scheme I think is very, very, very good. So please rest assured that the problems that I am having are me problems rather than problems with the game. So we have our second puzzle piece there, so we're just looking for 1 more bot. But thank you for your engagement with this series, all of you. It really does mean a lot to me. And like I say, if you are enjoying my playthrough, I highly encourage you to go and buy this for yourself. If you can, if you have a PlayStation 5, if you've got the money, then I would encourage you to go and get this, because you're really missing out on a lot of the core experience of this game by not having the controller, seeing the controller. There's not really any way for me to record what the controller sounds like as well. I don't think so. So I do fail this a few times, as you can imagine. And sorry if this is a bit rambly. This is cold thoughts, but the controller, I think, really does make this game. So while I do think the playthrough that you're watching is good, I mean, my skill isn't. You really have to experience this with the controller. So sorry about that rambly thought there, but in short, thank you to the viewer that made that suggestion. So we do still have a bot to find, and of course it is right there. So I was panicking for a second, wondering where it was, but it is here. So let's go ahead and grab it. Another one of those. I'm just not sure where they're from, but I did think they look like Spyro characters. Madokan Forever, that one. So again, you'll have to let me know where they're from. But with that, we have completed this level. So off we go. Do I miss this? No, I actually get it this time. Don't get it every time. So where are we heading to now? Hopefully not back to the fungi place just yet. Well, we have completed everything else in the Lost Galaxy except that fungi place, so let's head back out. And I believe that that's it. Is it that it for Gorilla Galaxy? Yes! 14 out of 42 bots, 16 out of 16 puzzle pieces, and 2 out of 2 secret worlds. So we shouldn't be going back to the Gorilla Galaxy for the remainder of this playthrough. So let's see where we end up going now. We could finish off Go-Go Archipelago. We could start Wormy Passage. Or we could start Trunk of Funk. So we're going to go ahead and start Trunk of Funk. And this is quite a long level, or I found it quite a long level. So this will take up a large portion of the episode. But we haven't been here before. So we have got our first puzzle piece. That's easily missable, that one. So the first one out of 3. And no, we had to bowl them rabbits down. Poor bunnies. I didn't mean to. The game gave me no choice. I hate it when I accidentally hit the animals. I really do. Oh, not this. I can't stand that enemy either. And I just walked into one of them and died. Straight away. Of course I did. Of course I did. So again, because we've never been here before, we do take our time with this level. And I just can't stand this enemy. I really can't. There's got to be an easy way to do this, and I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. Well, that was actually easier than the previous one I encountered, to be fair. So I thought there'd be a secret here or something for doing that. Evidently not. But we do have another one of these that do my head in. I'm enjoying this game, I promise. It's definitely, like I say, my game of the year so far. I'm just not very good at them. I'm really showing myself up doing this playthrough for you guys. So I think we've decided to go ahead and avoid the issue for now, have we? Are we going to go back? I think we ought to go back and finish it off. I do think we ought to go back. Yeah, looks like we're going to. There we go, we have sorted that out. So we decide not to go into that area at the moment because I can't tell sometimes which ones are the ones that move you forward and which ones are secret areas, or extra areas I should say. So we decide not to go in there just yet. And yeah, my own stupidity, I died with that. So here is where you have to use your controller, move around to water this seed. And again, me just working out the controls here. And you will now get a song that you either love or you hate. So just be prepared for this song for the whole level. You're either going to love it or you're not. So let's carry on having a look round before we move on. This is our photo spot for this particular level. Now here we do end up coming back to this level because I had a feeling we had to get this golf ball into the hole. I spent, not going to lie, about 10 minutes doing that, so I have had to do a jump cut there. Now, spoiler alert, you do have to get the golf ball into the hole, but before you water the tree. So I do end up, like I say, jump cutting this because we're here for quite a while, just hitting this ball and nothing happens. But we do have to come back here in a future episode. I think that is the secret world or a puzzle piece, one of the two. So we have our second bot, we've missed one. Brave biker, better a 1% than a freaker. And again, I'm so sorry, but I don't understand the reference. I feel like a terrible fan. And yeah, that was me being cocky, trying to get it, and I didn't get it. So again, we're just wandering around, seeing what the level has to offer. We do have a bot there riding a deer. Get off that deer, you. And that is our first bot, so we're not missing anybody. Look how cute this cow is. Look! And you can turn, look at this! Such a cute animation. Oh, it's adorable. But we do have to move on. And the deer are just so cute. I love them. So with that, are we going to go into here yet? Yep, I think we are. And it turns out it was just some coins, I think, which was a little bit anticlimactic, I'm not going to lie. I don't think you can do anything else here, I think it's just coins. But I was convinced that there had to be more. But no, I think it is just coins. So I keep having a look round thinking there's got to be more to it than this. But no, it really is just coins. So let's move on. And I believe we've seen pretty much every part this part has to offer. So let's go ahead and move on. And again, like I say, this is quite a big level. So what's our ability for this level? We have this cute little elephant thing, and I struggle with the mechanics of this for a while, so you will see some mistakes. But you basically suck up the goo. And you use, of course, the right trigger, which you use for a lot of things. And again, I am struggling with the mechanics of it a little bit, so bear with me while I get my bearings. There we go. And I thought you could only do one at a time. You can't, you can do more than one. So this is me again, just working it out. So just bear with me while I work it out. Again, I could have made that jump a lot easier on myself, because you can use more than one. Oh, how cute. Hello, Astro. And I don't have to do it there either. I thought I had to do it on that platform. You don't. So again, this is me just figuring things out. And I promptly fell. Of course I did. I'm not the best when it comes to these games, so please forgive me. And I just about made that. Nearly didn't. So with that, let's head out. No, yep, no, yep. I'm just looking to make sure I haven't missed anything. And again, like I say, this does take me a little while to figure out, so please bear with me. And I got a little bit too close to that one, so that's what happened there. So we're back here again. Again, I will do a jump cut if there's too many deaths, because I know that that is boring for you guys. Or I assume it is anyway, like I say. So again, got too close there. So we'll give this another go. See how we get on this time. Now I've got to grips with it a little bit more. And we've made it. So with that we have another bot. This should be our third, yep. Lovely. So let's head back. And for some reason, I head back to this one when I don't actually need to, but never mind. Now these are tricky because they of course do that. So I'm going to do a jump cut until I get over there, because I imagine I die more than once here. This is also the first glitch I experienced during this game. So as you can see, I died stepping on here, but I shouldn't have done because it was the right way round. This happens 2 or 3 times. You might see this again. So I am going to keep this in just to show you that as much as wonderful as this game is, there is a glitch here. Look, died again and I shouldn't have done. So I have to avoid that one because I don't know why I'm dying on there. I shouldn't be. So we have our first bug of the game. But with that we have made it across. And like I say, while I am recording this, I am still playing the game. So that is the first and only bug I have encountered so far. But I haven't finished the game fully yet. So hopefully that's the only one. Let's move on. So this enemy is interesting. I was trying to work out how you kill him, so I assumed you had to go over him and suck up the stuff. You don't. So what you do is, not that. That's not what you do. So you hit him. Let me see when I figure it out. We'll see when I figure it out, because his hat's like a boomerang. So you punch him, and then you suck up that. Before he has time to assemble himself together again. That's what you do with that enemy. Again, apologies for traffic noise. So I'm just off it. That's why that didn't work. No, not this guy. I hate these. As you can see, I do need to go higher up. I don't need to, but I'm sure there'll be something there. And of course there is a bot. So this should be our 4th bot. It is. Wonderful. So we haven't missed any. And I promptly fell straight off. Of course I did. Of course I did. This is me. So with that, let's head out. And with that, I promptly got hit because I forgot it was a boomerang. So we made it up, and this is our first time dealing with these enemies. But I really need to be over there, so I need to figure out how to get over there, which does take a while, so I might do a jump cut here. So it actually didn't take as long as I thought, to be honest. I only tried it the once. I thought I'd have died loads here, but I actually didn't. Surprisingly, I made that. So let's go ahead and grab this bot. This should be our 5th bot, and it is. So 2 more bots to find, and I think a puzzle piece, I'm not sure. But we end up back here, so hopefully we can do this without a hitch. And we can, so let's move on. So, as adorable as this thing may be, don't get in its way, of course. Now, hopefully I went left here. Did I? Yep. Wonderful. And yeah, that keeps happening as well. I keep wasting it. So again, I am slightly cheating here by just pressing them all because I can't actually, like I say, feel the vibration. So this takes a little bit longer than it should. But it's still a fair way to do it, I suppose. And with that, we have another bot in here. And this is Spirit Guide. Helps anyone having trouble moving on. And again, I'm so sorry, I don't know the reference. I've probably known about a quarter of these bots so far, I'm not going to lie. But let's head up. Just having a look around, making sure I haven't missed anything. Again, forewarning, like I said in the previous episode, if you're scared of heights, I do pan the camera around quite a bit, so I do apologise for that. And now we're into this section with Honey. Again, like I say, this is quite a long level, as you can see. So we still have 1 bot to find and 2 puzzle pieces. Very long level. So we now have Honey instead of the goo. I think, but don't quote me, this has probably been the longest level we've had so far. So this Honey offers a different mechanic. You can bounce. And again, I do end up making a few mistakes, like jumping instead of when I'm trying to suck it up. So I thought there might be something else in this room, but I don't actually think there is. So let's move on. So I do figure out what you have to do here. You have to jump over and suck it up from the top. I see what I mean, I made that mistake there. But with that, let's head off. And we will probably be coming back here again, because I do make some mistakes here, of course. And there is also something in this area that I do totally miss, being honest. So this does take me a while, so I'm going to go ahead and jump cut it until I get it right. So I was getting quite frustrated when I recorded this, so I decided to move on without actually defeating that flower, which, as you will see in a future recording or future episode, is a huge mistake. So I really shouldn't have done that. But that's what happens when you get frustrated recording, I suppose. But yes, I should not have gone and done that. So let's carry on. And promptly died. But with that, by some miracle, we've made it. Like I say, I'm not great at these kinds of things. And this has not been my favourite level by any stretch. Brilliantly done. I'm just terrible at it. And again, I did mess up there, as you can see. So unfortunately, we do need more honey than we've got. So let's just move forward and hope for the best. Well, there is luckily a pile here. And here is where my recording actually stopped, because I can only record an hour's worth of footage, so that shows you how much I was actually doing this for, or how long I was doing this for. So apologies if there is a bit of a jump cut there when my recording has stopped. So as you can see, this level has took up a large portion of the episode. We did do a couple of lost levels and a speed level in the beginning, but for the most part this level has took up the entire episode pretty much. So either that means it's a very long level, that I was struggling more than I should have been, probably that one. And this is where the jump cut is that I was talking about earlier. I thought we'd already had it. Here it is. And this should be our final bot, so let's have a look. Yes, it is. So I think we just need one puzzle piece. No, we need 2 puzzle pieces. Okay, so we've definitely missed some. That's okay. So let's head up. We shouldn't be too far off finishing this level now, I wouldn't say. And apologies again if you can hear any noises. That is my bunny rabbit drinking in the background. She's being very loud about it, so I do apologise. So, this is just silly me trying to figure out what to do. And with that, we do have a boss, which is the Tama Trio. It's quite cruel what you have to do here, actually. So you have to get up to the top of them and suck their yolk out, I suppose. This is too far away. I've realised that. But yeah, how cruel. I wasn't keen on this. I think again this is too far away, but we'll see. Yeah, just a little bit too far away. But look, you have to like crack the head and suck the yolk out. I wasn't very keen on this, I have to say. And again, I keep messing up here. So now he's moving about a bit, so it's a little bit more difficult. But this boss isn't that difficult, to be honest. Oh, I feel awful. Bless him, I'm not very happy about this. As you can see, it gets quite fast. And that's the end of that, so I didn't even die, so if I didn't die, you know it's quite easy. Unfortunately, we are still missing 2 puzzle pieces, so I assume we come back and get them at a later time. Yeah, looks like we do. So with that, let's get out of here. That song's doing my head in. And we promptly missed that as well. So with that, I think that will actually be the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I know a lot of it was taken up by that particular level. We now have 92 bots out of 304. So thank you very much for watching, and until tomorrow, bye Embers.